prostate problems can feel like a ticking time bomb for men over scissors. It's one of those stealth issues that creeps up on us quietly. Imagine discovering that the secret to protecting your prostate isn't a pill at all, but two humble nuts you might already eat for lunch. Believe it or not, nature has handed us powerful allies in the form of walnuts and Brazil nuts, and science is backing it up. Today we'll show you how these two nuts can help save your prostate health, with evidence to prove it. Shenian, let's start with the walnut. Beyond looking a bit like a crumpled brain, which they're famous for, walnuts are loaded with nutrients that fight inflammation and support cell health. Experts note that walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, and plant polyphenols, both compounds that are exceptionally good for you. These nutrients help calm inflammation and nourish healthy cells throughout the body, which is great news for the prostate. Berlin researchers have actually put walnuts to the test. In lab experiments, a specific form of vitamin E found in walnuts, called gamma-tocopherol, was shown to kill human prostate cancer cells in culture without harming normal prostate cells. In other words, something in walnuts literally shut down prostate cancer cells in a dish. And this isn't just petri dishy science. Animal studies give us clues too. In one experiment, mice fed a walnut-enriched diet had significantly slower prostate tumor growth compared to mice on a control diet. The walnuts lowered levels of growth-promoting factors like IGF-E and cholesterol in the blood, which helped starve the tumors of the energy they needed. What about humans? A small clinical trial studied men at risk for prostate issues who added walnuts to their daily diet. After weeks of eating about a handful of walnuts each day, these men saw positive changes in their prostate biomarkers, although traditional PSA prostate-specific antigen levels didn't spike. Each is one teen. The ratio of free PSA to total PSA, an indicator of healthy prostate function, actually went up. The researchers concluded that these shifts suggest that walnuts may improve biomarkers of prostate status. In plain language, eating walnuts helped move prostate health markers in the right direction. B&G and Gelenian. So what does all this mean in real life? It suggests that walnuts, with their unique mix of omega-3 fats, antioxidants, and vitamin E compounds, can be a potent natural defender of the prostate. A simple analogy: if prostate cancer cells were invaders, walnuts would be like an army of tiny warriors, the gamma-tocopherol and other daughter compounds prowling the battlefield and taking out bad cells while leaving healthy cells alone. At the same time, the anti-inflammatory omega-3s in walnuts help keep the environment around the prostate calm and healthy. It's quite dramatic to think that a snack as simple as walnuts could have such an effect. But the science keeps pointing back to this nut. Remember, walnuts aren't medicine, but they act like a daily supplement. They pump your body with protective nutrients that research shows are beneficial. The Cedars-Sinai prostate study team even notes walnuts' natural goodness. They have a lot of omega-3 and plant compounds that are good for you. So, for men keen on giving their prostate a fighting chance, snacking on walnuts might be one of the easiest, tastiest treatments around, backed by real evidence. We've seen how walnuts bring down the heat. Now let's wrap up what that means before moving on. Think of walnuts as a peacekeeping snack for your prostate. A daily handful or two becomes a ritual of health. You could toss them into oatmeal, salads, or smoothies. Since walnuts are high in calories, just 1 ounce, about 6 per day, is usually enough to get benefits without overdoing it. You're essentially arming your body with anti-inflammatory fats, and unique vitamin E that research shows help balance prostate function. Of course, adding walnuts isn't a magic cure, but it's a powerful habit. Many diets known for lowering cancer risk, like the Mediterranean diet, highlight nuts because of compounds like these. In fact, nutrition researchers have found that people who frequently snack on tree nuts tend to live longer and get fewer chronic diseases overall. It seems the prostate benefits are just another perk of this nutritious snack. So walnut wisdom in a nutshell: walnuts, powerful anti-inflammation, anti-cancer combo. Carry that image with you. And now, having loaded up one slot of our arsenal, we turn to our second nut. Brace yourself, because this next one packs a different kind of punch. Just like walnuts, it might sound ordinary, but it hides a remarkable secret weapon for prostate health. Our next champion is the Brazil nut. Brazil nuts might not be top of mind like walnuts, but they contain one mineral in sky-high amounts, selenium. In fact, Brazil nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium known to man. Okay, this trace mineral is absolutely critical for health, including prostate health. Selenium powers antioxidant enzymes and supports immune function. But its role in prostate protection has been drawing serious attention from researchers. The end evidence about selenium and prostate health is dramatic. The landmark Nutrition Prevention of Cancer trial found that men taking selenium supplements had up to sestrogilt to bifenylosartan fewer prostate cancer cases and deaths compared to those who didn't. And to put that in perspective, that's almost cutting your risk in half. Moreover, a recent review funded by the World Cancer Research Fund concluded that having enough selenium in your diet can reduce the risk of prostate cancer progressing to become advanced prostate cancer. In plain terms, selenium seems to slow down how aggressively prostate cancer grows. Even more interesting, scientists found that selenium might calm inflammation in the prostate and even help it heal. You cows. All this is great news if you get your selenium from food, and as the Harvard team explained, Brazil nuts are a superstar here. Just a few Brazil nuts supply well over the daily recommended selenium amount. To give an idea, low-taba Brazil nuts provide roughly e-bifidling of the daily value, so you only need one or two. In practice, even eating just e-sen Brazil nuts a day or a few a week can ensure you're in the sweet spot. That's enough to load up that antioxidant protection without risking too much. Taking in more than C-bite micrograms per day is generally not advised. Besides selenium, Brazil nuts also have heart-healthy fats, magnesium, and vitamin E, but it's really that selenium that steals the spotlight. You could think of Brazil nuts as small treasure chests. One nut might hold like Sensor's Worcester's micrograms of selenium on the high end of your daily needs. Nutrition experts even say the Brazil nut owns the selenium chart. If you want to boost your body's ability to fight emerging tumors and oxidative stress in the prostate, reaching for Brazil nuts makes sense. Amanda, here's a picture. Imagine selenium as an internal security system for your prostate cells, detecting and neutralizing threats. With enough selenium, your body's scanners run more efficiently, which research shows is linked to preventing cancer progression, and all it takes is a couple tasty nuts. Many doctors and dietitians quietly recommend small amounts of Brazil nuts for this very reason. Of course, always balance is key. There's no need to gorge on them, but a daily Brazil nut habit can be a smart insurance policy. Think of it as topping up the good stuff in your body. For example, adding Brazil nuts to a salad or trail mix gives you that selenium bonus in just a small handful. It's such a simple step, yet studies suggest it could have a big payoff for long-term prostate health. Let's pull it all together. We've uncovered two super nuts for men's health, walnuts and Brazil nuts. Each one brings a unique power to the table. Walnuts come loaded with omega-3 fats, antioxidants, and special vitamin E compounds that fight inflammation and even seem to slow prostate cancer at the cellular level. Brazil nuts come packed with selenium, a critical mineral shown in studies to cut prostate cancer risk and aggressiveness dramatically. It's rare to find such targeted nutrition in everyday snacks, but here it is. Imagine this practical scene. Every day you sprinkle walnuts on your yogurt or in your omelet, and you toss a couple Brazil nuts into your lunch. Behind the scenes, those nutrients are quietly helping maintain your prostate's health. They help protect DNA, reduce damaging free radicals, and keep inflammation under control, all scientifically supported roles. No single food can guarantee perfect health, but incorporating these nuts is like adding two full-time helpers in your body's maintenance crew. The tone here is hopeful but realistic. We're not talking about miracle cures. That language belongs to snake oil. Instead, think of it as making smart choices that science shows are beneficial. By adding walnuts and Brazil nuts to a balanced diet along with plenty of vegetables, fruits and whole grains, you're stacking the deck in your favor. These nuts deliver nutrients in their natural form, exactly the way our ancestors got them, not in a pill. So as this video winds down, remember the message: two nuts, big benefits. Walnuts and Brazil nuts may seem ordinary, but they carry extraordinary health potential. Respect your prostate's needs. Don't just wait and hope it stays fine. Be proactive. Try making one of these nuts a daily habit. If you feel adventurous, blend walnuts into a morning smoothie or chop Brazil nuts into a snack bar. When you choose these foods, you're choosing research-backed nutrition. Finally, keep perspective. We still advise regular checkups and a healthy lifestyle overall, but it's empowering to know that nature offers these simple tools. They are easy, safe, and importantly, supported by studies. As we've seen, men in labs and clinics have already observed real changes when walnuts and Brazil nuts are included in the diet. Findings give real hope that small daily habits can lead to big payoffs. Selenium. So there you have it, two nuts that can help save your prostate health, not with hype, but with history and science behind them. Your prostate will thank you. Stay safe, stay informed, and keep crunching those nuts for health.